Welcome back to the channel. We have a lot to talk about in today's video, including some major NHL news, trade speculation, and controversy surrounding player safety. We'll break down a new report suggesting the Minnesota Wild could target Leafs captain Auston Matthews in a blockbuster off-season trade. We'll also discuss what a potential deal might look like and whether there's any realistic chance of it actually happening. On top of that, we'll look at the reaction from brothers Brady Tkachuk and Matthew Tkachuk on their podcast regarding the Leafs' response, or lack of response, after Matthews was injured by a hit from Radko Gudas. We'll also cover a major update from the NHL GM meetings regarding player safety, new details about the 2028 World Cup of Hockey, and a big prospect signing for the Chicago Blackhawks. So let's get started. 2028 World Cup of Hockey announcement. The NHL made a big announcement at the GM meetings regarding the 2028 World Cup of Hockey. The tournament will be hosted across North America and Europe, with games taking place in Calgary, Edmonton, Prague. There were reportedly 28 cities that submitted bids, but these three ultimately won the hosting rights. Here's how the tournament format will work. 8 national teams will participate. 2 groups of 4 teams. Each team plays 3 round-robin games. Group play will be split between Calgary and Prague. After that, the 4th-place teams are eliminated. The 1st-place teams advance directly to the semifinals. The 2nd and 3rd-place teams play a quarterfinal. The semifinals and championship game will be played in Edmonton. For the championship game, the NHL confirmed it will follow Stanley Cup playoff overtime rules, meaning continuous overtime until a winner is decided. One big unanswered question is whether Russia will participate. Many European nations have reportedly indicated they would refuse to participate if Russia is included, so that decision could have major implications. The expected teams are likely Canada, United States, Sweden, Finland, Czechia, Slovakia. If Russia is excluded, the remaining spots could go to Germany and Switzerland. Player safety debate heating up. Another major topic discussed at the GM meetings was player safety, especially following recent criticism from superstar Connor McDavid. The hit by Radko Gudas on Auston Matthews sparked debate across the league about how incidents are handled by the Department of Player Safety. There's growing frustration among players and fans about how suspensions are decided. Some have suggested the NHL should consider making player safety decisions more independent, possibly through a third-party system to remove potential bias. Whether any real changes come from these meetings remains to be seen, but the topic is clearly gaining momentum around the league. Blackhawks prospect signing. Meanwhile, the Chicago Blackhawks have signed one of their top prospects. First-round pick Sasha Boiva has signed a 3-year entry-level contract worth roughly $974,000 per season. Boiva previously played at North Dakota before transferring to Boston University this season. His production dipped somewhat, but Chicago still clearly believes in his long-term potential. He's expected to make his NHL debut soon, giving fans an early look at another young talent entering the Blackhawks rebuild. Tkachuk brothers react to Matthews' hit. Now let's talk about the reaction to the Matthews hit. On their podcast, brothers Brady Tkachuk and Matthew Tkachuk criticized the Maple Leafs' response. Brady essentially said that if your captain gets taken out like that, the team has to respond. He said if that happened to him and his teammates didn't react, he'd be pretty upset. Their main point wasn't about intentionally injuring anyone in retaliation, but about sending a message that you protect your teammates. And that's where the criticism of the Leafs has really grown. Many believe Toronto lacks players willing to stand up physically for their teammates, which has been a long-standing criticism of the team's culture.